I've been getting a ton of questions as to how I'm able to afford a 700 horsepower Mustang at the age of 21. I get asked how much I pay monthly, how much I pay for insurance, and I'm gonna go through every little bit of it. Now, it's gonna be a little bit of a lengthy story, but I honestly never see videos of people talking about how they got their car at a young age, and I think my story is pretty unique. So if you wanna listen, you're more than welcome to. If you don't have to. All in, there has been almost $70,000 put into this car. Did I pay for that? No. Could I afford that? Absolutely not. So for the people asking me, why didn't you just get a Shelby if you're spending all that money? It's because I didn't. I saved my money for a while. I was looking for a deal, and eventually I found a 2017 Mustang GT for $24,000, and I bought it outright cash myself. About 4 to 5 months into owning it, I realized that I wanted to boost it. I wanted to go faster. Now, the issue that came up is when I started looking at prices for everything, because it was a 6-speed manual. I would have had to mess with the transmission. Obviously, there's the boost and there's the supporting mods. All in, it was looking at around 20, if not a little bit more than $20,000. I have a buddy that works at Ford. He hit me up and he said, hey, we just got a car on the lot. It has exactly what you want done to it already. It only has 17,000 miles on it, and the owner has the receipts for everything that's been done to it in the back, so you can make sure that it was done properly. I went and checked the car out, I test drove it, and absolutely fell in love with it. It was an automatic transmission, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but Ford doesn't exactly offer a good manual transmission, so I knew that that's what I needed. Now, since the market was going crazy, they were offering me a really good deal on the trade-in for my previous car. I ended up going through with it. I traded my car and they gave me a really good deal. I put down a little bit more. I financed $7,500, which was the bare minimum. I just wanted to build some credit, and so I am paying $140 a month for this car. I've never had any accidents. I've never been pulled over, knock on wood, so I only pay $170 for insurance a month. I ended up contacting the previous owner. He got rid of the car because he couldn't drive it enough, hence at 17,000 miles, it's a 2016. He paid top dollar and got all this stuff professionally installed, so I felt really comfortable buying it. So before everybody goes to the comments and ridicules me for being bought, not built, I understand where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, the only way that I was going to get behind the wheel of this car is if I did things a little differently than everybody else. This is the only way I could get there. I did it myself. I paid for it myself. It's all under my name. I worked with what I had, and this is how it ended. So I take a little bit of pride in that. Like I said, I'm an open book. If anybody has any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. I don't feel like there's a lot of videos out there on how people got their car, and I got mine a little different way. So I figured, it'd be interesting to tell everybody. Maybe it'll spark some ideas for other kids to get the cars that they want if they can't just outright pay for it.